So we go back to our time class, and I think you have some freedom where you want to put these things. I always put it just above my public section. And we're just going to repeat those prototypes, except we're going to precede them with the friend keyword. So this says that this following function is a friend of the time class, and that function can access the private data members of time objects directly. So let's do the stream insertion operator first. Okay, so there's the definition for our stream insertion operator for inserting time objects. And you know, this is a template. You're going to do this exact same thing for every class. The only thing that will change will be the type and then the name of the parameter right here. But this is going to look the same for every overloaded stream insertion operator for every class. So now the stream extraction operator is returning a reference to an input stream. That's the function we want to implement. It takes an iStream as the first parameter, and it's reading out a time object. So just like that. So now we're going to implement these as methods. I'm sorry, we're going to implement these as functions, not methods. So these are defined outside the scope of the class, and they're implemented outside the scope of the class. When we implement them, we do not repeat the friend keyword. We simply implement OStream. So I usually put, I put all my method implementations here, and I usually write the implementations of these functions at the very end. You can put them anywhere you want to, almost anywhere you want to. And let's start with the insertion operator, just because it's the easiest. So how do we write a time object to this output stream? It's going to look exactly like the print method, except we're using this parameter. So what I want to do, oh, I forgot my formatting. So, you know, one thing we could, well, yeah. So I have to do my formatting. So I have to check if the hours, and it's actually time hours, right? It's the hours of this time object. This is the object I'm writing to the stream. Well, if that's less than 10, then I want to write out a leading 0, and then I can insert time hours, followed by my semicolon, and then I need to check to see if times this object's minutes is less than 10, and if it is, then I need to write out a leading 0. And then I can print out the minutes. Whoops. Just like that. And then I have to make sure that I return out. So let me alert you to some rookie mistakes. A couple of things. There should be no end L here. okay? Because, you know, we'll do that when we write cout time indel. This is where the indel comes into play, and also if we're writing multiple time objects, we don't want indels to appear in between. So there's no indel here, and make sure that you don't use cout. So cout has global scope, so you can write cout here, but then you're not going to be using the parameter out. So if you tried to use this to write a time object to a file, it won't work. So don't use cout here. And the other rookie mistake is don't forget to return. So those are the big no-nos that I see people making. So now we're going to look at an implementation of the stream extraction operator.